Dictators have managed to come to power in every part of the world.
We're seeing the results of Duterte's pledge to kill all drug users.
Will there ever be consequences for Vladimir Putin in any of these killings?
And many of them rise out of democracies.
She did away with term limits, allowing him to stay in power for life.
They are malignant narcissists, which means they're not just self-centered, but their behavior is most often antisocial, volatile, ruthless, paranoid, and most disturbingly, sadistic. And these leaders all share certain qualities and follow a common pattern, a playbook, which enables them to take over a democracy. The dictator playbook is complex, but contains several key components. Fan the flames of nationalism, create scapegoats to blame for all of the country's problems, censor or undermine the media, and enforce systemic misogyny to oppress women. Ultimately, after rising to power, these dictators abuse their positions and run their countries into the ground. In Venezuela, Hugo Chavez rose to power on a socialist platform, which enjoyed overwhelming support from his people. But once in power, he held on by stoking a fervor of nationalism, muddying it with patriotism. In the Philippines, President Rodrigo Duterte scapegoats all of his country's problems on drug users.
There is 3 million drug addicts. I'd be happy to slaughter them.
He doesn't see a difference between those selling drugs and the people suffering from addiction, and he is leading the Philippines into its largest deficit in almost 2 decades. Vladimir Putin is a ruthless opponent of free speech and the free press.
He has enabled a system where opponents, journalists, activists have been killed.
Putin creates a culture of misogyny with his words and actions, having recently decriminalized domestic violence. And these dictators have an admirer, Donald Trump, who is following their playbook to a T, inciting nationalism,
America first,
antagonizing and discrediting the media,
you are fake news,
scapegoating minorities.
Build that wall! Build that wall!
He even condones violence against anyone who is a threat to his power.
You had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other side that was also very violent.
And he has a well-known record of sexism and abuse towards women.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
President Trump is following the playbook of the worst tyrants on earth. The media can barely keep up and avoids labeling Trump for what he truly is, a malignant narcissist.
I alone can fix it.
Despite all this, the power to shape our democracy still belongs to the American people. Together, we can turn things around and reject all that Trump stands for. This November, vote to protect our democracy.